1 dead, 5 injured, as gunman opens fire across multiple locations in central Israel. A morning of chaos, suspected terror attack, leaves dead and wounded near the West Bank. What began as reports of gunfire quickly escalated into one of the most significant security incidents in central Israel in recent weeks. Authorities say a series of shootings occurred across multiple locations near the boundary with the West Bank, turning an ordinary Sunday morning into a rapidly developing emergency. Emergency services confirmed that 1 man was killed and 5 others were injured. 2 of the wounded were reported to be in serious condition. Security forces, police, and medical teams were deployed simultaneously as reports emerged from several separate locations, creating confusion during the early stages of the incident. Why authorities are calling it terrorism? Israeli police quickly moved to classify the incident as a suspected terror attack. According to official statements, the shootings appeared to follow a deliberate pattern rather than a random act of violence, with attacks occurring across multiple sites within a relatively short period. Investigators recovered a firearm and located a vehicle believed to have been used during the attack. Security officials launched an extensive search operation while attempting to establish whether additional suspects were involved. Initial uncertainty over the number of attackers contributed to a significant deployment of police and military personnel throughout the area. The suspects and the security response. Authorities identified the primary suspect as an Israeli Arab from the city of Taibe. Israeli police stated that the suspect was killed during the operation. Some reports indicated that a second suspect may also have been killed, although details varied as the situation continued to develop throughout the day. Israeli soldiers were deployed to nearby communities and settlements as security forces attempted to ensure no further attackers remained at large. Residents in some locations were instructed to remain indoors, while local authorities activated emergency procedures designed for active security threats. Why the location matters. The shootings took place near the West Bank city of Kalkilia, an area that has long been viewed as strategically sensitive. The region sits close to Israeli population centers, while also connecting to areas that have historically experienced security incidents linked to the wider Israeli to Palestinian conflict. Because of that geography, attacks in this area often trigger an immediate escalation in security measures. Roadblocks, military deployments, intelligence operations, and aerial surveillance can all be activated rapidly when authorities believe a broader threat may exist. Sunday's events followed that familiar pattern as forces moved quickly to secure the area. The wider political consequences. Beyond the immediate tragedy, incidents like this carry political consequences that often extend far beyond the scene itself. Security attacks frequently intensify debates over border controls, intelligence gathering, counterterrorism operations, and the relationship between different communities inside Israel. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu was briefed on the situation, while senior political figures issued statements calling for stronger action against extremist threats. As investigations continue, pressure is likely to grow on security agencies to determine whether this was an isolated attack or part of a broader network. What happens next? The immediate investigation will focus on motive, planning, communications, and any potential accomplices. Security services will examine whether the attack was coordinated, whether additional individuals provided support, and whether any warnings were missed beforehand. For now, the confirmed facts remain stark. 1 person is dead, 5 others have been injured, and a suspected terror attack has once again highlighted the fragile security reality that exists along one of the region's most contested frontiers. While many questions remain unanswered, Sunday's attack is already likely to become a major focus for Israeli security and political leaders in the days ahead.